Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Barndo. Tonight we have Warwind 143 versus a South Korean clan Goldmoon. Used to be my favourite character in the Dragonlance books. If there's any nerds out there, just leave a comment if who was yours. For us now, that makes a 80% win rate over our last 50 wars. So whilst we're trying to break into the top clans in Oz, it's good to be working towards a better overall clan. So we generally have periods where we have a good win rate, then we lose one or two, and then we get back into the win rate. So we're just trying to become a bit more solid overall. Let's go through the war. Pretty poor war from their side. Missed a lot of our bases, didn't get all our 9s. For us, we hit 2 stars on all the 10s. Nothing really exciting in the way of 3 stars. We had a 91% there, but then we've 3-starred everything else. So what's good is we didn't use any Town Hall 10s to hit down. The Town Hall 9s all dealt with their stuff, and the Town Hall 8s, as always, did a smashing job. Couple of 6-star wars there. We had old Kimmy get the 6, and there was one more pirate too. He's our 8.5. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'll show you a few attacks tonight. A couple of similar armies to what we do, but there's points that I want to bring out on some of them. This is a Go Hog from Phoenix. Now this a little bit different. This one is he's gone with the 3 golems, and it just gives you a little bit more tank capacity and allows those big chunky heroes to get in there and do a good job. Your golems on the bottom right there, they did get a bit stuck for a while. Out comes the hound. We knew it was a hound in the CC. Alright, now what I want to show is he's released his hogs. He started on the bottom here, and he didn't rush towards his heals, so he could have healed that group there, but he chose not to, and he's lucky. There was a spring attack that took out quite a few of them. Use his poison, get rid of those skellies, and what he's going to do now is he's going to do a nice heal. Now that's got the giant bomb, the hogs you can see on the wizard tower there. If they were left without that heal, they'd be dead pretty quick. So it's a nice chunky heal. Out comes his hogs across the wrist. Probably didn't need those hogs up there at that stage, but just these big open heals here, they do get a lot of cover between going from one defence to the next. Queen's still on full health. You notice there's a golem there with a 3rd of life, so plenty of tank capacity. And as always, he's got his one or 2 whiz down the bottom. He used the goblin for once. I always love throwing the old goblin in. And that was it. 6-star war from Phoenix. I've said it a few other times. You should really be running double giant bombs in bases, especially Town Hall 9s. At bare minimum, at least one set in a decent pathing spot. Now I do show a lot of Golar loons from myself, but I will show another one just because it was a slightly different base. So it's not really a max base or anything like that, but it's more so just to show you that Queen is bunkered in the middle there, so she's going to be quite painful. The blowers weren't in really decent spots at all, but when you do your Golar loons, 2 golems, your heroes and wizzies is too expensive if you're only going to get the 1 air defence down. So if you were to send all of that into here, jump into the middle, it would be too high a cost and you would run out of troops. So what I've chose to do was a slightly different attack. I've used a loon up top there, just started it there because I knew I would be going my main group down here. So you see that's getting blown back and back. So get 4 wizzies down quick to start off with. Out comes the CC Hound. That loon's still trying to get up there. There we go. Now, rage for your Queen, Wizzies, And I threw out a couple of giants as well. Now I've sent in the second group. You see 1 golem, king and 3 wizzies, and the jump spell. So really that's what I would use in a normal go hog. Golaloon, and that's what I've used here. I've just split them up. Queen did cop a bit of a pounding. Now you notice I've got 2 loons coming in from the left here. Normally if it's fairly quick distance, 1 max loon is enough to kill a level 10 archer tower, but because they've got to fly from the side, you need the 2. That's the thinking behind that. Sometimes people aren't sure exactly how many to use. If that was a level 11 archer tower, I would likely have used 3. So now 1 hound, 6 loons, all spread out so they don't all get blown back from that blower. You see I was saying with the 2 loons, so there's 2 loons on that level 10 archer tower there, and then I'll put 1 of the cannon next to it. Bases like this, you've really got to make sure you get a good spread on your loons, and you're not having defences left in really fucking horrible spots. All these air traps are in the middle, pretty silly really. And that's it, Queen's still pew-pewing away. Still a golem that hasn't been split. So as you can see, even if it was max defences, I think that would have been pretty much the same sort of result with that base. I'm going to show a couple of Town Hall 8 attacks. The guys revved me up a little bit in Clan today because they don't get in the replays too often. But you know, when you're running with 8 or 9 Town Hall 8s out of your group of 25, it's good to show the attacks every now and again. So this is Bingley, our token Asian. He's gone with the Go Wipe and the Tail Hogs. So pretty good with this attack for Bingley. A couple of things I want to point out. So he's done his CC draw. I have mentioned to the guys, I'll just pause there for it, but I have mentioned to the guys as well, you don't always have to use 1 giant. If you can use 1 barb, 1 archer to do the same draw, then it's good. If you can use 2 wall breakers, then you're saving troop spaces. So Bings chose to use his poison because he knows where the skelly trap is, and a few wizards there. Now he did lose quite a few wizards on the side there, just from poor herding, not having any tanks there for him. But rage down, puts a heal down to keep those wizards alive, and out comes his hogs down the bottom here. Now they will go all the way through the base, and if you count how many defences they kill, it's 9, and that's just a Clan Castle hog group with 1 heal. It gets 9 defences. That's pretty amazing, and it's the core reason this attack is so successful. And the peck is still chop chop. Good attack, Bing. The other attack I want to show is number 22, and that was the Menace. This is Dennis's second account. As a true addict, he's just made a 3rd, and he's got that in the feeder. Now, it's not a max base, but I want to link it out because I want to show a few of the good things he's done. Like I said there, with the single unit down the side to draw the Clan Castle, good option. Draws it to the corner. Done the old whiz barb trick, saved his poison for now. Now what you see here is quite an exposed king, and he's just sent his king on king. Bit of male pawn. Now what you also see is a good spread of hogs. So again, like in the previous Town Hall Golaloon I showed you, you see I spread them out, so it's they don't have to run backwards and forwards all the time, and good hogging is involved in that. So shitload of hogs left. He didn't even use his third heel. A low base, but you do see a few bases like this. That's it. Good war from us. That's our 5th for, trying to get a bit of a run going. We always try and challenge ourselves and see whether we can get a run on and whether we can improve our best. Other than that, I hope I've helped, and clash on.